Many businesses are trying to find a way to stay afloat while we all stay at home. The more specialized a company is, the harder that can be. Christian Hauser talked with an animal outreach and rescue operation that's doing what it can online.
Brian Gill started Cool Critters Outreach in 2006.
We started this to focus on education, take some animals out to schools and so on, and kind of educate some kids about some of these things that people get as pets.
Over the years, it's also turned into an animal rescue. This is typically one of the busiest times of the year for Brian and the animals.
We conduct dozens and dozens of shows every month. Like I said, a lot of schools and daycares and things, so 2 or 3 a day is pretty normal for us.
But his last in-person show was more than a month ago, so Gill's taken it online. He says they've already done several shows for schools, a family birthday party, and some library programs with a few more scheduled. He knows it's not as cool to the kids as being right there and able to touch the animals, though.
Being online, you can still see that it's just that physical, that touching is not there. But we can still do the education. They can still see these animals. And like I said, now we can do it all over.
He knows his business might not be the first one to pop into your mind when it comes to struggling during the pandemic. But he's quick to point out there are plenty of niche companies struggling to stay afloat right now.
There's other organizations that deal with animals. There's your magicians. There's your artists. Everybody that comes in and helps out with these schools, you know, they're done right now. And so we're all struggling at that point.
Gill says even the smallest gesture could help a small business like his or someone else's.
If it's anything, just sharing the word. If you see something post online, share that so somebody else might be able to see it and say, hey, that sounds good.
In College Hill, Christian Hauser, Local 12 News.
And all of the animals at Cool Critters Outreach are rescued, and Gill says he's been able to adopt out a few despite the stay-at-home order.